To Stephen Kelly, Chief Executive of Manufacturing NI. Thanks, Stephen.
Hopefully you can hear me now.
Yep, thanks.
Okay, I'm just getting these slides on the screen. Apologies for the slight delay. So good afternoon, everyone, and apologies, I just joined the conference a little late. We, the Northern Ireland business community, were on a conference just now with Michael Gove and Maroš Šefčovič, who's the EU's commissioner responsible for the withdrawal agreement, the protocol, and the UK's relationship with the EU to deal with some of the issues and provide some clarity and easement around the things that Ellie will have very comprehensively gone through. I just wanted to give you a kind of top line view from a manufacturing perspective and to thank Make UK for allowing us the opportunity to do this. We work in partnership with them on a lot of issues. So the first thing to say is that the withdrawal agreement was concluded in October 2019, and that included the Northern Ireland Protocol, which I'm sure will be mentioned. But the purpose of that was primarily to remove the need for any physical infrastructure, any border infrastructure on the island of Ireland, to protect the all-island economy and to protect the Good Friday Agreement. And essentially what it does is it provides a new status for goods trading into Northern Ireland from Great Britain. But this is not dependent upon the trade and cooperation agreement that the UK has concluded with the EU. So that agreement just prior to Christmas, this status would have been there regardless of that agreement being in place. And it is our new permanent position from this point onwards. So whether the trade and cooperation agreement improves or whether the trade and cooperation agreement diminishes, things are different for Northern Ireland, and I'll go through some of those differences now. The protocol is governed by a new joint EU and UK committee, which has just met just before this call. But it's important to understand that this is a living document. So unlike the trade agreement that the UK and the EU concluded, this document has a structure in place that means that on a regular basis, both the UK and EU meet, and the UK and EU can provide new amendments to the agreement to improve the deal, not about removing the deal, but actually to improve the performance of trade travelling between Great Britain and Northern Ireland and the trade that in goods but for Northern Ireland into the rest of the EU. What it means is that our goods can freely circulate in the EU single market, but it means that we're subject to single market rules and VAT rules, which will have been picked up by Ellie earlier. But we also have unfettered access into the UK's internal market. So whilst we remain part of the UK's customs territory, and we do benefit from the UK's free trade agreements, it means that the UK will be operating a customs border on behalf, or almost as an agent, on behalf of the EU. And what it means for our goods is that we will enjoy, and we do enjoy, tariff, quota, and rules of origin free, and indeed customs free trade with the UK and the GB marketplace. That's obviously in terms of the stuff that we make here into those markets. Ellie will have talked about the issues in terms of bringing stuff into Northern Ireland. The cost of all of this is that Northern Ireland goods and stuff in Northern Ireland must follow EU rules, and then we do have those customs controls on a GB to NI direction. And this all began on the 1st of January. So unlike the rest of the UK, where those import controls will be coming to full operation on the 1st of July, those import controls are here in Northern Ireland from the 1st of January. So from our perspective, what we're experiencing now is what GB manufacturers and retailers and wholesalers will be experiencing on an inbound direction come the summer. So in terms of placing goods actually on the Northern Ireland marketplace, goods here must continue to follow the relevant EU rules. And that means that EU conformity markings will continue to be used to show that the rules are being met. On most occasions and most manufacturers will understand the principle of the CE marking, but it's the same in terms of other conformity assessments, whether those are IVAs for vehicles or whatever. But those goods that are made and placed on the market in Northern Ireland must follow those EU rules. What it means that if you do use a UK conformity body to actually carry out those assessments for you, they will need to apply the UK NI marking plus the CE marking. The UK CA marking, which a lot of UK manufacturers will be working their way through, cannot be used in a Northern Ireland context. But for a Northern Ireland based manufacturer, we just need that one CE marking. The UK has committed that a good that is made in Northern Ireland that comes with the EU CE marking is able to have unfettered access into the GB marketplace. So unlike other parts of the UK where we make things, we only require one conformity assessment. So getting goods to Northern Ireland, so from an EU to a Northern Ireland direction, there's no change. So stuff that moves from the Republic of Ireland into Northern Ireland, there's no change at all from what was experienced in December. Goods coming from the EU to Northern Ireland via the land bridge in GB. So if those are passing through the short straits and in Dover, those goods can come directly to Northern Ireland using those TADs, those transit accompanied documentation. And those EU goods to Northern Ireland that exit via GB, again, there's no change. In terms of Northern Ireland to GB and to the EU, as I said, our goods can freely circulate and we enjoy unfettered access, so there's no change there. So unfettered access, what does it mean for qualifying goods? So if you make things in Northern Ireland and you sell to the rest of the UK, there's no export documentation, there's no exit summary declarations, there's no import declarations on the arrival into GB, there's no customs duties to pay, no VAT paid at the point of arrival, and no changes in terms of how Northern Ireland goods arrive at the port. There are some limited exemptions around protected substances, so like fluorinated gases, etc., but they're largely no impediment to Northern Ireland trade that moves from Northern Ireland into the rest of the UK. What unfettered access to the EU market means is that our goods can freely circulate there. So again, there's no checks or processes, duties, or customs. And we only need one VAT registration. So we've access, for instance, to the EU's VAT information exchange system. So the VAT situation in terms of outbound trade should remain as it was before. As I mentioned previously, we have to maintain regulatory alignment on goods regulations with that trade into the EU. So some practical things that people should be doing if you're continuing to want to supply to Northern Ireland. Ellie will have mentioned that the Trader Support Service is up and running. It's had some significant experience developed over the last number of turbulent weeks, and that process seems to be working particularly well. So if you have not already done so, you should certainly register for the Trader Support Service, and the link is on the slide, and we'll share the slides with our Make UK colleagues later so they can share with all of you. Oh. Get your EORI number. I'm pretty sure most businesses will have done that by now, but those are available for free on the HMRC's website. Northern Ireland needs to use that XI EORI number. Do your goods meet EU standards? And a lot of manufacturers will sell not only in the UK, but sell throughout Europe as well. So the requirement for EU standards is well understood, but those standards apply in Northern Ireland as well if you wish your products to be here. And critically important, and what our experience over the last number of weeks, as is the same experience with GB exporters looking to export to the EU, is that the trusted partner in terms of our haulier is really critically important. So if you've not been speaking to them already, do have conversations with them so that they understand what your requirements are and you understand what their requirements are to deal with those friction on a GBTNI direction. And in summary, I'll end with a pitch, but Northern Ireland really does have a very unique position where it enjoys access to both the UK market on an unfettered basis and for our goods to freely circulate in the rest of the EU marketplace. We already have had quite significant number of inquiries from businesses both in the UK and indeed in Ireland, but even internationally as well, who are looking at Northern Ireland as a unique location in terms of placing a manufacturing facility, because it has that unique position in terms of access to both marketplaces. So if you are looking to find an ideal location to expand or to make your life easier in terms of access to the EU marketplace, then we're very much open for a call. Thanks very much.